Hello, 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 hello. This is your friendly neighborhood Canadian, Mr. Reed, from the province of Alberta, the land of Canada. This video is like my 2019 January. See? That's why I should plan this stuff. I would say my January 2019 pop culture news roundup, because hey, there's 12 of you who want to know what this middle-aged Canadian man wants to say, wants to hear something. You want to know what I gotta say. You, Mark, want to know my opinions because you're in that faraway land on Vancouver Island. Oh, got it right. Woo! Education. Google. Thank you, Mark. Hello to Mark. Hello to Bruce. Hello to Jimmy Austin, Mr. Napalot. Man, you are so lazy and you never want to hang out, and it sucks. You never want to hang out. Laklabish. That's the way it is. Aaron. Yeah. And probably London River, the only adult film star I know who actually might watch my PC videos. Cheers to all of you. January 2019. It's January 31st. It's coming to an end. I have the day off. You're getting another view of the Batcave. There's some Marvel posters and a Justice League poster and my awesome 50-inch HD TV, smart TV and stuff, and more Batman and stuff. Okay. Lots to cover. It's the PC channel, so let's do it. Okay? First, I was just going to do a video about the Oscars, but I'm like, no, I'll just throw it in. Last year, I didn't watch the Academy Awards for the first time ever. Except for that one time in 2002 when I was fighting with my fiancée at the time. I didn't come home that night, separate for the evening. I stayed at a friend's house. My friend didn't have cable. So I missed the Oscars where Denzel Washington won Best Actor and Halle Berry won Best Actress. Pretty important Academy Awards, I would say, but I missed it. Anyway, little known fact, last year's Academy Awards, I had zero interest, zero. I didn't care about the movie about the fish alien who slept with the woman who was deaf or whatever. None of that. I wasn't into it. I eventually bought three billboards outside of Earring, Missouri, or whatever the hell that movie was called, that won a couple Academy Awards for Best Actress and Best Supporting Actor. It was a really, really good movie. But like everything else about last year's Academy Awards, I didn't watch, I wasn't interested in, blah, blah, blah. Plus the political tone that year. I mean, yeah, America hates Trump and blah, 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 but most Americans don't vote, so if you don't vote, then what are you bitching about? And I wasn't in the mood for the Hollywood propaganda of the liberal Democrats living in their gated communities with armed guards, telling the American people things were bad. So I just wasn't into it. But this year's Academy Awards are different. Because I care. I'm involved. I'm invested now. Because some of my favorite actors are nominated for Oscars again, like Christian Bale and Bradley Cooper. And Lady Gaga got nominated for Best Actress for A Star Is Born, a movie I haven't seen yet, but I'm gonna order it soon when it's available. And this year's Oscars, I'm involved. And yeah, they don't have a host. Maybe that's a good thing. But anyway, I'm pretty psyched about this year's 91st Annual Academy Awards. But this isn't to go over all that. That's just me to tell you that unlike last year, this year I give an S about the Academy Awards. I'm so happy Amy Adams got nominated again. I'm happy Adam Driver got nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I'm happy Viggo Mortensen got another Best Actor Oscar nomination. I'm happy Sam Elliott got an Oscar nomination for A Star Is Born. I can't wait to see that movie. The two leading movies are movies I'm never going to watch and I've never heard of. The Favorite, 10 Oscar nominations. You're not a favorite of mine. And Roma, like Tony Roma's? No, I don't know. No interest, even though that also got lots of Oscar nominations. Vice, a movie I can't wait to watch. Now that I know it's directed by Adam McKay, who's already an Oscar-nominated director for The Big Short. And, you know, the legendary director of Step Brothers, Anchorman, Anchorman 2, and Ricky Bobby. Like, it's crazy that Adam McKay is now a two-time Oscar-nominated director. So I totally want to see Vice. Christian Bale, I hear, nails it. He won a Golden Globe. You know, lots of people were nominated. Sam Rockwell, Amy Adams for Vice. Vice looks really good. A Star is Born got 8 Oscar nominations. I'm totally down for that movie. And if I had anyone in Lac La Biche who actually wanted to do stuff that didn't involve heavy alcohol and heavy drug use, I do know these people, but they're lazy. They just want to play video games and never want to do anything. Unlike my friend Catlin, who used to be my lifeblood, but now he's gone in some faraway other Alberta place, which is a civilized area. At least they have a Wendy. No, they have a Burger King. They have a Best Buy. But yeah, he's gone. So hello, Catlin. You might actually watch this video. Yeah. But anyway, I can't wait to see A Star is Born. I can't wait to see Vice. I can't wait to see Black Klansman. Spike Lee, awesome, getting nominated for Best Director. I'm a big Spike Lee fan, believe it or not, even though I'm white and I'm Canadian. I don't know what that has to do with it, but it's America. America's racist. I don't know. You tell me. And obviously the reason this is in this video is because Black Panther. Holy F, okay? Listen. It's important that Black Panther made history. So one of the top grossing films of all time, one of the top grossing superhero films of all time in North America, even though America's racist. Explain that. I don't know how to figure that out. I don't have the math skills to do that kind of equation. But Black Panther got nominated for 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. And that sucks. Okay, the nerd superhero pop culture part of me is like, awesome, Black Panther broke the ceiling. First superhero movie ever to be nominated for Best Picture. But it shouldn't be. If you want to be real, and Reed is all about reality, not propaganda, not sheep, not Matrix, blah blah blah. The first superhero movie that should have been nominated for a Best Picture Oscar was Spider-Man 2, 2004. Even Roger Ebert, the late Roger Ebert, was saying back then, that movie was so good, it probably should have been considered for Best Picture. And then we all know the greatest superhero movie of all time, The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's masterpiece from 2008, should have been nominated for Best Picture. It didn't get nominated. And the very next year, the Academy Awards changed the rules for Best Picture because of The Dark Knight. So now, every year, the Academy can nominate up to 10 films per year versus the 5 it nominated for like 50 years, 60 years. The Dark Knight is the reason the Oscars changed the Best Picture rule. The Dark Knight. That should have been nominated for Best Picture. It wasn't. But now, because last year, 2018, Black Panther made all this money no one predicted, plus America being stupid and racist, most Americans being stupid and racist, and feeling guilt, the white guilt of being stupid and racist, being forced to like this movie on internet, social media platforms everywhere, because let's be honest, if you're real, if you're smart, Black Panther is a 7-star movie out of 10 at best. Black Panther is the same as Ant-Man and the Wasp. Would you nominate Ant-Man and the Wasp for Best Picture? No. But you nominate Black Panther because... So, give me a break. And yes, it's a token nomination. You can fight me, you can be mad at me, you can type at me because your feelings were hurt. I'm sorry, your feelings don't matter. Reality matters. Black Panther isn't even... And then all you people, all you experts, okay, you want to come at the Oscar guy? The kid? I watched the Oscars when I was a kid. I knew who Tom O'Neill was before I knew who maybe my dad was. Little Oscar reference there. Black Panther isn't nominated for Best Cinematography, isn't nominated for Best Director, isn't nominated for Best Film Editing, isn't even nominated for Best Visual Effects. Black Panther, not nominated for Best Visual Effects, and it's not nominated for Adapted Screenplay or Original Screenplay. So yes, come at me. Tell me it's not a token nomination. It is. Be happy about it. Cool. I'm glad people enjoyed the movie. It made over $600 million in North America, almost $700 million or something. Awesome. I'm not cool, but it's not Best Picture Oscar worthy. It's not. How can the 18th best MCU film be a Best Picture contender? Anyway, Black Panther overrated. I'm sorry. It's true. Fight me. It's reality. Just because America's racist doesn't mean white people have to like this movie more than we have to. Anyway, it's not nominated for those 5 major categories. It's not winning Best Picture. So, little education, little pro tip for you guys. Black Panther is a token nomination. I'm sorry. Avengers: Infinity War should have been nominated for Best Picture. Okay, then Aquaman. Obviously, I'm a DC guy because I like quality over quantity, but you can also like Marvel. Don't get me wrong. Avengers: Infinity War. Aquaman is like the gem of the DC extended universe. It's almost made $1.1 billion, which is crazy. It's made $318 million in North America. It's probably going to break the record by Suicide Squad, which I think is 325, and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, which is like 330. When Aquaman's done, it should be the third top grossing, third or fourth. Anyway, Aquaman is making bank. It's making lots of money, and it's awesome. I'm so happy for it. That's great. Yeah, that's crazy. Aquaman's going to be one of the top grossing superhero films of all time, one of the top grossing DC Extended Universe films of all time, one of the top DC comic films of all time, and it's Aquaman. No one would have predicted that. Didn't that stupid show on HBO, Entourage, make fun of that for a long time, even though in that universe, James Cameron's Aquaman was the top grossing film of all time? So anyway, props to Aquaman. I hope James Wan directs a sequel. I hope, because that's awesome. DC needs more good news. So on the note of the DC needs good news versus the DC getting some bad news, in my opinion, bad news, this just dropped yesterday to kind of date this. So Ben Affleck is officially out as Batman. He's not going to return in the Solo, the Batman movie, which is going to be directed by fucking Mr. Cloverfield, Matt Reeves, who I'm not a fan of. I think this is awful. He's taken over 2 years to write a Batman script. It's not finished. 2 years! Matt Reeves, an internet darling. When the internet overlikes something, like 10 years ago when they loved Avatar, hence Avatars, and then the Marvel sheep, Marvel-tards, internet hype isn't real. It's just hype. It's propaganda. And it's for the masses of the sheep, where people like me and other smart people can cut through that garbage, and I'm here to help you do that. Matt Reeves isn't a good director. He's an okay director. He fucking wrote Under Siege 2. Give me a break. So the guy who wrote Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, is the savior for the Batman solo films? Really? That's what you're coming at me? Come at me, DC nerds, Snyder tards, all you people. Listen, Ben Affleck is the best Batman we've ever seen on screen. He's the best Batman. He's the best Bruce Wayne we've ever seen. Yes, better than Christian Bale, who's an amazing actor, one of my favorite actors. I love the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy. Don't get me wrong, but Ben Affleck was way better than Christian Bale, and that's a whole other video. But like, give me a break. You think that Batman moping for 8 years because his girlfriend, oh, my girlfriend passed away, I don't want to be Batman anymore. Give me a break, Ben Affleck. Boom! So Ben Affleck was the best Batman we ever had. Warner Brothers, Time Warner, had Ben Affleck in his prime when they signed him to be Batman in mid-2013. Mid-2013 they announced Ben Affleck to be Batman. The director of Gone Baby Gone, The Town, and Argo. He just won an Oscar for Best Picture producing Argo, even though he didn't get nominated for Best Director. He's like in the prime of his career. He buffed up to be crazy to film Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice with Zack Snyder back when Zack Snyder wasn't crazy. And then it all went to hell. So Ben Affleck, who's been Batman in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, cameo appearance in Suicide Squad, a little voice thing in Wonder Woman, and Justice League. It almost escaped me there. Ben Affleck, the best Batman we've ever seen, isn't getting a solo film. That's garbage. That's trash. And that sucks. The man who has a Batcave built in his house many, many years ago, decades ago, the guy who's probably the biggest Batman fan in the universe, doesn't want to be Batman because of Zack Snyder, because of Time Warner, because of the presidents and the executives and the idiots that run that. Travesty. So Matt Reeves announces in 2021, June 2021, the Batman might come out. That's 2.5 years from now. 2.5 years from now, Matt Reeves, the brainchild of Cloverfield and War for Planet of the Apes, the most disappointing Planet of the Apes movie of the three, and the least successful in North America. If you want to attack me, little nerds, go ahead. I'm a nerd too. Bring it. You want to bring facts? I'm bringing facts. I'm hitting you with knowledge. Like a ninja. Come at me. War for Planet of the Apes was the most disappointing of the three Planet of the Apes movies, and it made $125 million in North America. The least. No, $146 million. Sorry. $146 million. So, yeah. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is one of the best sequels I've ever seen. It was an amazing film. I enjoyed it very much. It was very surprising. Matt Reeves did a great job. Credit where credit is due. Okay? And he directed a little horror film, which was a remake, called Let Me In, from 2010, which I own on DVD. And I love that movie. But he also directed War for Planet of the Apes, which was a profound disappointment. It wasn't a war. It was a little skirmish. It was a little battle. Not cool. And he directed Cloverfield, which is a garbage movie based on unrealistic motivations of stupid characters in an alien disaster film. Garbage movie. Garbage. And he wrote Under Siege 2. So whatever. I think he's overrated. The internet is too hype on him. And he's been writing a Batman movie for 2 years. And he hasn't got to finish a script yet. Because we all want to see another young Batman movie. Maybe an origin story. We've never seen that. Batman Begins. Just saying, Matt Reeves isn't the answer, Batman fans. And real Batman fans, smart DC fans, smart superhero comic book fans, know that. So I just wanted to say, Matt Reeves, you're trash. There you go. Boom. What else? There's a teaser trailer for a superhero show coming out called The Boys, which is the best superhero comic book I've read in the last 15 years. One of the best superhero comics ever. Look it up. It's called The Boys. It's written by Garth Ennis, the guy who created Preacher. Preacher's been on AMC for a couple years now. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's really good. Anyway, The Boys is coming on Amazon Prime. It's Seth Rogen is helping produce it. I'm not a big Seth Rogen fan because he's too big of a pothead, but I respect the fact that he loves The Boys and is helping make The Boys come to TV. So as soon as The Boys comes out on Amazon Prime, if I'm in Lac La Biche, if I'm back in Edmonton, wherever I might be, I'm going to order Amazon Prime and I'm going to stream and watch The Boys. I can't wait. Suicide Squad 2 finally announced. Like, we all knew Ben Affleck was done as Batman, sadly. John Campea knew 2 years ago that Ben Affleck was done as Batman in 2017. They just didn't want to announce it for a long, long time because DC Time Warner is stupid like that. They like playing with fans' emotions because DC fans get a lot of heartache, get a lot of disappointments. But thank God for Wonder Woman, and thank God now for Aquaman. But anyway, DC Time Warner likes to do that. James Gunn, Mr. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, was hired by DC to rewrite Suicide Squad 2, which is awesome. I'm a James Gunn guy. Listen, you can't hold tweets against someone 10 years old, even as trashy and bad as they were. it's typing, and it was 10 years ago, and he moved on. And all the character references, the entire cast of the Guardians of the Galaxy vouched for him being a great human being. Disney hired him knowing those tweets existed, so Disney firing him knowing those tweets existed doesn't make sense. Anyway, DC's like, come to us, we're grown-ups. So he was already writing Suicide Squad 2. Well, now they announced yesterday that he's directing Suicide Squad 2 as well, which is awesome. I liked Suicide Squad. I did. It made a decent amount of money, over $325 million in North America, like $750 million worldwide, so it made a decent amount of money. Yeah, the movie had problems, but I still enjoyed it a lot. And I liked all the casting choices for the most part. James Gunn is going to put his spin on Suicide Squad 2. That's great. That's great for superhero fans, DC fans, comic book fans, and Guardians of the Galaxy fans. Marvel really messed up on that, so did Disney. PC isn't always the good way to be, so I can't wait to see what James Gunn does with Suicide Squad 2. Suicide Squad 2 coming out 2021, same as the Batman 2021. That could be interesting. Maybe they'll figure out how to do a Man of Steel movie eventually, another Superman movie. Maybe figure that out with Henry Cavill. Now that we know Ben Affleck is officially done, even though he does have one more movie in his contract, he could appear in the Birds of Prey as a cameo. Maybe. Just throwing that out there. Wouldn't that be great? Now let's quickly go back to Marvel. Talk about Spider-Man Far From Home. Teaser trailer dropped. Listen. If Ben Affleck wasn't going to be Batman, John Hamm from Mad Men should be Batman. He's perfect. And if you're going to go a little bit younger, Jake Gyllenhaal would be a great Batman. But Jake Gyllenhaal is now in the Marvel Universe and he's Mysterio. So yeah, that's going to be kind of difficult. So Spider-Man Far From Home. Trailer looks interesting, blah blah blah, but it took a day for all the Marvel tards, the sheep, the general mass film audience to now question, when is this movie? Is Spider-Man Far From Home after Avengers Endgame? Is it after Spider-Man Homecoming? Is it before Infinity War? All these questions, because if it's after Endgame, well, you just spoiled that Spider-Man's coming back to life from the snap from Infinity War, which is a super huge reveal and a colossal mistake in my opinion. Why would you do that? Why would you advertise that? I personally think Spider-Man Far From Home is after Homecoming and before Infinity War. I think the end of Far From Home is the students on the bus in New York, traveling on the bridge, coming back from Europe, London, wherever they are in Far From Home, and then the alien ship appears and the events of Infinity War then begin. That is my personal opinion. I think Spider-Man Far From Home happens before Infinity War. That makes the most sense to me, because if it doesn't, if it's after, they just ruined a huge moment, a huge watershed moment, teardrop, emotional moment of Infinity War, where even I got the feels, man. I'm a DC guy. Infinity War is the second best superhero comic book movie of all time. Maybe that should have been nominated for Best Picture. So anyway, Spider-Man Far From Home, teaser trailer causing confusion. Jake Gyllenhaal looks awesome as Mysterio. That's cool. Even though Spider-Man Homecoming was a little PC for me with their casting choices, I still enjoyed it very much. So yeah. So anyway, I covered everything in this little January 2019 news roundup on the Reed Dudar PC YouTube channel. Woo! I don't even think I swore once in this video. That's fucking awesome. Thank you for liking, subscribe, make a comment. If you think I'm wrong about anything, come at me. Look at me on Twitter. I have a boring PC Twitter. It's Reed, W-R, Dudar, boring. Because, you know, you have to be when you are a grown-up sometimes. But I got a secret Twitter, so it's all good. So yeah, thanks for watching, liking, subscribe. Thank you, seriously, thank you. I hope we can disagree. It's cool. I hate Matt Reeves, that's just the way it is, but I really liked the second Planet of the Apes movie. Yeah, and Black Panther was a 7-star movie out of 10, but shouldn't be nominated for Best Picture. So don't hate me too much, okay? Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers. I appreciate it. Make comments. Hello, Bruce, Aaron, Jimmy, Catlin. Bye. Thanks. Cheers.